is going on, everybody? It's your host, Dermy Wormy, back with yet another stream. How's everybody doing tonight? You know, I'm happy. I'm here, and guess what? We get stuff to talk about. Because yes, I didn't do a stream yesterday, and actually, I need to do a thing. Because I remember shit. I knew there was something I needed to do before stream. I never tweeted out the link to the stream. So let me do that real quick. I screwed up and forgot to tweet out that I am going live now. Talking Jimmy Kimmel, Google censorship. If I could spell. And Pokemon suing DHS. Suing DHS. Links below. Okay. I'm tweeting this out. Give me 1 second. I fucked up. So there's that. So I'm in Discord real quick. Okay, as I'm doing this. I'm in Discord. I'm talking to, Adam. I'm talking to all the guys. And I'm like, God, I know there's something I'm forgetting. There's something. It's on the tip of my tongue. And I know I need to be doing something. Maybe it was another topic. Maybe it was something else. And I'm just like, I know there's something I'm forgetting. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm not forgetting it. No, I forgot it. It was supposed to be the links to the show tweeting out. Oh, fuck you, Kick. So let me put that out real quick. I feel stupid. Here. Nope, that's the wrong one. Here. Okay, sending out completely. There we go. Everything's done. I'm here, but hello, everybody. I see you, Owen, bro. I see Omar Qasim. We got some stuff to do. We got some stuff to talk about tonight because holy shite, guys. We had some revelations, but I'm most happy. Okay? I'm most happy that I get to talk about Jimmy Kimmel before everybody else does. That's what I'm most happy about, and I'm not going to go easy on that bastard. I'm not going to go easy on that bastard right now. Because I will say he said one thing good. And after the revelation of today, Nah. Fuck that bitch. Fuck him right in his asshole. But also, we got Pokemon. Guys. Pokemon. Because the Nintendo company and Pokemon company are basically sue happy left, right, and center for ridiculous reasons, they might be suing the DHS. They might have to sue the DHS. Now, I don't think they will. That's a personal opinion. I could easily be wrong there. I don't think they will, primarily because is it in their interest? That's my theory there. I don't know if Legal Mindset has a fast facts on this yet, so I might actually pull that up just to do a double quick check. Legal Mindset. He does have a fast facts. Oh, you know what? We'll pull up his fast facts just to be on the safe side. Okay. Just to be on the safe side, we'll pull up his fast facts. We'll bust through that. And here, I need to grab one last thing because I do want this in a 2-time thing. Okay, I want this twice. Duplicate this. Pull this over here. Jimmy who? Listen. Wait, did I spell Kimmel wrong? No, I spelled it right. Yeah, I spelled it right. Listen, I don't care. But, oh my god, they're about to spurg like crazy, Brad. They're gonna spurg, and it's gonna be ridiculous. But I want to pull up this next thing, because I might hit this first, because I want to utilize this in a separate way. Okay. I should just go to YouTube's Twitter account, because I want to hit the YouTube censorship part first. YouTube. Scroll down. Where the fuck is it? They tweeted it out. God damn it. Okay, let's go through bookmarks. Let's go through fucking bookmarks. God damn it. I bookmarked too much shit. Too much shit is being bookmarked by me. I has problem. Big problem. Because I grab so much shit. What? Kamala Harris is coming back into the news. I'll grab that later. I will grab that later. I might do that as a fast bit, as like a breakout moment. Oh, that's what I did want there for Kamala Harris, because holy shit, she's going crazy right now. Gonna grab that. Because Sunny Hostin said something. Listen, okay? I can't show you my bookmarks because there's some things I bookmark that you guys aren't allowed to see. But I have so much shit in my bookmarks that it's ridiculous. I'm at work just grabbing bookmarks, just grabbing them left, right, and center, because this might be something I want to touch on. This might be something I want to touch on. This might be something I want to bring up. I don't know, but we'll see. And now I'm sitting here like, shit, I have too many of this goddamn garbage. There's too much here, and I need to go through and find it all. There, now fuck, it jumped on me. Is it down? Okay, no, I need to go up. There it is. Okay. So I want to touch this, and then we might bring up the Kamala Harris thing that I have. Hey, lovely Sherry. Hey, JS Pena. The internet was infinitely better in 2019. God, no. But before we do anything else tonight, I need to touch on this, because we had some major breaking news that rocked the entire world. And I'm not even gonna mince my words here. This was incredible, to say the least, because we've already seen some of the censorship that was going on via the Biden administration, and some of the things that they were willing to do to some of the big tech platforms. To remind everybody, if I come right on back over here to this particular thing, when Mark Zuckerberg went on Joe Rogan's podcast and made this statement.
They pushed us super hard to take down things that were true, right? I mean, they basically pushed us and said, anything that says that vaccines might have side effects, you basically need to take down. And I was just like, well, we're not going to do that. Like, we're clearly not going to do that. I mean, that is kind of inarguably true.
Who is they? Who's telling you to take down things that
it was
talk about vaccine side effects?
It was people in the Biden administration. I think these people from the Biden administration would call up our team and scream at them and curse, and it's like.
So we already knew that the Biden administration was going around censoring different people, forcing big tech platforms to censor things that they knew were even true because of protection, because of all these things. They were censoring people on the basis of COVID-19. Well, we also saw via the Twitter files that they were also doing it over there. We knew that Biden administration and the government was censoring you, the people, you, the citizenry, violating your First Amendment rights left, right, and center. All because they could. Well, now we got more evidence of this over here. Now, I know this is Legal Mindset retweeting this, but they admitted it. Google admits it. Google admits censorship under Biden, promises to end bans of YouTube accounts of thousands of Americans censored for political speech. Washington, D.C. today, thanks to oversight of Chairman Jim Jordan, Google commits to offer all creators previously kicked off YouTube due to political speech violations on topics such as COVID-19 and election an opportunity to return to the platform. Google also admits the following to the House Judiciary Committee. The Biden administration pressured Google to censor Americans and remove content that did not violate YouTube's policies. The Biden administration censorship pressure was unacceptable and wrong. Public debate should never come at the expense of relying authorities. The company will never use third-party fact checkers. Europe's censorship laws target American companies and threaten American speech, including the removal of lawful content. This is all true. This is true fascism. And you can hear all the people right now screaming and crying about, oh my God, Jimmy Kimmel was removed for 4 days unpaid holiday. Oh my God, that's an attack on the First Amendment. This here is a true attack on the First Amendment. This here is the government utilizing its power and pressure on all these big tech platforms to censor and silence you just for expressing yourself and utilizing your First Amendment. And in several situations, saying stuff was factual, saying things that were true. They censored all of you for that. They went out there and violated your rights. And all the people right now that are constantly crying about Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Kimmel, not one of them came out and talked about this. Not a single one of them discussed any of this stuff, because you want to know why they didn't do that? You want to know why all the fucking freakazoids of the mainstream media and all those people didn't come out here and make statements on this? It's because they agreed with this. Your current free speech absolutists, your current free speech defenders out there, they agreed with this. They're not in favor of the First Amendment or free speech. They're in favor of their speech. They will do everything they can to silence and quash your ability to talk, to silence you, use powers against you. They have no problem doing that one little bit. But when it comes to Jimmy Kimmel, oh my God, violations. They'll ignore the man that got shot in the fucking throat. They'll ignore Charlie Kirk and the violation to his First Amendment rights. They'll ignore what the Biden administration did. They'll ignore what the Obama administration did. They'll ignore all of that because they agreed with it then. They liked it then. Hell, I found a little doozy for you guys. I found a little doozy just to make sure that I get this right. Oh, I wonder how many of you guys remember this? Remember when the Biden administration started targeting Spotify for Joe Rogan? And I have this. Now, this clip is from The Hill Rising right here. But I want you guys to remember this moment.
Was asked on MSNBC about Joe Rogan's vaccine comments on Spotify, and he said that tech companies have an important role to play in stopping misinformation because they are the predominant places where misinformation spreads. Spotify is putting out advisory warnings on episodes that have to do with COVID-19. Does the White House and the administration think this is a satisfactory step, or do you think that companies like Spotify should go further than just putting a label on there to say, hey, go do your own check this out. There's more research you can look at. Scientific research regarding COVID.
Sure. Well, last July, you probably know, but the Surgeon General also took the unprecedented step to issue an advisory on the risk of misinformation in public health, which is a very significant step. And amid that, he talked about the role social media platforms have. So our hope is that all major tech platforms and all major news sources, for that matter, be responsible and be vigilant to ensure the American people have access to accurate information on something as significant as COVID-19. That certainly includes Spotify. So this disclaimer...
Spotify. Reminder, Spotify.
It's a positive step, but we want every platform to continue doing more to call out mis and disinformation while also uplifting accurate information.
They wanted them to do more. Every platform needed to do more to silence your ability to speak, to silence you. They openly came out here and said that. Not one of these people that are crying about Jimmy Kimmel are making mentions of this, are talking about this, because if they do, it destroys their narrative, because quite frankly, they agreed with it. They liked it. Hell, when it came to CNN and what was going on with Joe Rogan, they purposely made him look sicker. They attacked him relentlessly. So miss me with all you guys crying about the First Amendment violations with Jimmy Kimmel, because it didn't happen, it's false, and all you guys were silent when it came to the Biden administration actually doing it to us. But hey, at least there is some upsides to this. We can come right here to this. We had a lot of questions about a pathway back to YouTube for some terminated creators to set up a new channel. This will be a limited pilot project that will be available to a subject or that will be available to a subset of creators, in addition to those channels terminated for policies that have been I can't even say this word. Deleted. We'll just say that. More to come soon. Okay? So, we do know that YouTube's at least trying to make some changes here. Trying to right the ship. Trying to correct what went wrong. What will come from this? I don't know. How many channels will come back? I don't know. I can think of a few that might come back. I can think of several that won't. I want Alex Jones back, quite frankly, but I'm willing to bet they're going to find all sorts of loopholes not to bring him back. But they are at least attempting to right the ship and make everything better, because there's a lot of people that got struck under this. There's tons of people that got hammered for this stuff. Tim Pool's one of them. There's an episode of Timcast that none of you guys are able to look up on YouTube right now, and that had both Joe Rogan and Alex Jones on that episode. It was taken down 3 years later because of, quote, medical misinformation. Now that episode could potentially come back. I don't know, but there's a lot of things that could change from this. But before I end this topic, I do want to point out European censorship laws. We are seeing what is going on over in Europe right now and how that is impacting the current standings of things like Twitch, Kick, YouTube, Twitter in particular. We are seeing what they are doing over there. And that is something that I do think is actually at play here, is a lot of these companies don't like those censorship laws that are coming down from Europe, Australia, and areas like that, that are having massive impacts on their bottom dollar and are going to incur massive fines for not having ID or anything like this. I'm willing to bet that they're going to fight their hardest right now to make sure that America steps in and protects the free speech rights of all these platforms instead of allowing Europe to censor them. I'm hoping that that's the case, but in the meantime, not one of those bastards that are out there right now crying about Jimmy Kimmel are talking about this. Hold them to account. Rightfully to account. The left would absolutely love those censorship laws here in the US. No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't, because quite frankly, they hate the censorship laws going on over in Europe right now. Reminder, most VTubers are pretty lefty. They don't like those laws. They're very much against those laws. They like censorship, but they don't like those laws. But I already said I was going to do this, and I'm so looking forward to this. I'm so looking forward to this. I'm the first one that gets to talk about it. Yee! giddy. I'm so giddy. I'm giddy. Oh my God, guys, I'm so giddy. I'm happy. I'm happy to talk about Jimmy Kimmel. Because we got to talk about this. We got to talk about Jimmy fucking Kimmel. To remind everybody in the audience right now, Jimmy Kimmel, last Monday, not this past Monday, but last week Monday, went out after Charlie Kirk's assassination and said these exact words on his broadcast.
We had some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them. And
which is a flat out lie. That is a lie. Bold face fucking lie. He was attempting to say that the shooter was a MAGA shooter. That was what Jimmy Kimmel was attempting to do here. Now, following this, he did get pulled down. There was a big back and forth. Sinclair, all these people, and a bunch of people wanted to say that this was a First Amendment violation because the FCC director Carr went on Benny Johnson and said that, hey, local affiliates have the power to stop or preempt Jimmy Kimmel, and if he wants to continue going out there saying some stuff, we could do this the easy way or the hard way. He said some stupid things, but there was no actual violation of the First Amendment going on there. There's nothing that was like the Biden administration coming out here and censoring all of you. No, but even if there was, I mean, he's back. Jimmy Kimmel came back. He's back in the mainstream. He's back on air. And by golly, he came out the gate swinging tonight. And we got a couple of lines from his monologue. Now, I have watched his whole monologue. A lot of it's stupid. A lot of it's cringe. But there is at least 3 points I do want to hit on. And one, I do want to show off this. Because I have to give him some credit. Even how cringe it is, I have to give him a modicum of credit and a modicum of respect for this, even if I think it's the most limp-wristed apology there could ever be.
Have to stand up to it. I've been hearing a lot about what I need to say and do tonight, and the truth is, I don't think what I have to say is going to make much of a difference. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I have no illusions about changing anyone's mind. But I do want to make something clear because it's important to me as a human, and that is, you understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man. I don't...
One, I'm 100% calling BS on that crying face right there. On that breaking of the voice. That is total bullcrap right there. I do not believe anything right in regards to what he's saying in this moment. But hey, I have to give credit where credit is due. He's at least trying to apologize.
I don't think there's anything funny about it. I posted a message on Instagram on the day he was killed, sending love to his family and asking for compassion, and I meant it, and I still do. Nor was it my intention to blame any specific group for the actions of what it was obviously a deeply disturbed individual. That was really the opposite of the point I was trying to make. But I understand that to some that felt either ill-timed or unclear or maybe both. And for those who think I did point a finger, I get why you're upset. If the situation was reversed, there's a good chance I'd have felt the same way. I have many friends and family members on the other side who I love and remain close to, even though we don't agree on politics at all. I don't think the murderer who shot Charlie Kirk represents anyone. This was a sick person.
Nah, he has mainstream liberal opinions, buddy. You need to do a little bit harder there.
Who believed violence was a solution, and it isn't. Ever. And also, selfishly, I am a person who gets a lot of threats. I get many ugly and scary threats against my life, my wife, my kids, my coworkers because of what I choose to say. And I know those threats don't come from the kind of people on the right who I know and love. So that's what I wanted to say on that subject. But I don't want to make this about me because, and I know this is what people say when they make things.
And we'll continue playing this because he does go into a part that I want to hammer on a little bit later. But I have to give credit where credit is due here. He at least apologized, even if I think it was one of the weakest, limp-wristed apologies he could have given. It was an apology. It was decent. ish. And he is right. Violence is never the answer. Violence is completely wrong. Disavowing it entirely, I think that is commendable. So I have to give him props where props are due. I also have to point out where his BS begins, because we got this. This came shortly after his apology. Jimmy Kimmel goes after Trump and Brendan Carr for trying to shut down his show. Don't just take my words for it, though, guys. Let's listen to it from him.
Brendan Carr, the chairman of the FCC, telling an American company, we can do this the easy way or the hard way, and that these companies can find ways to change conduct and take action on Kimmel, or there's going to be additional work for the FCC ahead, in addition to being a direct violation of the First Amendment.
Technically not in this particular situation, because actually you would be a completely different area of all this. You are a part of a broadcast company. You fall under different restrictions than me here on YouTube, for instance. You actually have to follow the FCC guidelines. And if you aren't following the FCC guidelines, yes, you can be imposed a bunch of restrictions and fines. Let's be very clear here about that. This was also not anything to do with the First Amendment. This was 110% a business issue. But hey, this is how Jimmy Kimmel's going to keep playing this as a First Amendment violation because of big bad Donald Trump.
Is not a particularly intelligent threat to make in public. Ted Cruz said he sounded like a mafioso. Although, I don't know, if you want to hear a mob boss make a threat like that, you have to hide a microphone in a deli and park outside in a van with a tape recorder all night long.
Nothing funny there, so he's still very bland and boring.
This genius said it on a podcast. Brendan Carr is the most embarrassing Carr Republicans have embraced since this one. And
no, that's a badass car.
That's saying something. The FCC has a tradition of meddling where they shouldn't under many administrations, but it wasn't always like this. There was an FCC commissioner back in 2022 who worked under Joe Biden who was spot on. He wrote, President Biden is right. Political satire is one of the oldest and most important forms of free speech. It challenges those in power while using humor to draw more people into the discussion. That's why people in influential positions have always targeted it for censorship. You know who wrote that? FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr.
I have to also remind people about this because Brad brings it up in the actual chat right now. The First Amendment bars Congress from doing anything, not the FCC. There are certain restrictions that the FCC has applied to broadcasters that they aren't allowed to do anything in regards to. You're not allowed to have porn on public broadcast on the public television. You aren't allowed to have your junk swinging out there. That's a violation of FCC codes. So FCC has all the rights actually to go in there and investigate if they think that you aren't being fair. That is an actual fact statement, but you can see where they're taking this. You can see what's going on in regards to this. But I brought this up in an earlier segment and in my segment prior to this, in which it's interesting to see them all cry about, the First Amendment and things of that nature and things that, is going on here and how this is a violation of our First Amendment rights. The fact that Jimmy Kimmel went out for 4 days on a paid vacation due to a business decision. That's a violation of our First Amendment rights, guys. Definitely not what was revealed today, that the Biden administration was pressuring Google to shut down people for talking both factually and honestly about COVID or the 2020 election. Yeah, that was a thing that got revealed today, guys. Google admits censorship under Biden, promises to end bans of YouTube accounts of thousands of Americans censored for political speech. Oh, we're not going to talk about this. No. We're not going to talk about when Joe Rogan, you had Mark Zuckerberg come out here and say this, that the Biden administration was doing.
They pushed us super hard to take down things that were true, right? I mean, they basically pushed us and said, anything that says that vaccines might have side effects, you basically need to take down. And I was just like, well, we're not going to do that. Like, we're clearly not going to do that. I mean, that is kind of inarguably true.
Who is they? Who's telling you to take down things that
it was
that talk about vaccine side effects?
It was people in the Biden administration. I think these people from the Biden administration would call up our team and like scream at them. And
so you never talked about this, guys. You're not discussing this, the actual violations of the First Amendment, the actual taking down of people that they disagreed with. They're not going after anything like this. Hell, and in fact, one of the biggest things was, remember when Trump got yeeted from every major platform at the exact same time? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all of them, they took him down. Hey, here's Jimmy Kimmel talking about this. Here's Jimmy Kimmel laughing at it.
Trump has been suspended from Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and even Snapchat. But don't worry, Mr. President, there are still plenty of apps you do have access to. You still have Spotify to drown out the sound of millions of people cheering as you leave. You still have Pet Finder since you're on the outs with Mike Pence. You have Cameo, which will soon be your primary source of income. You can still play Among Us, a game where everyone accuses each other of being against them. You'd love it. You could play Pokemon Go. You and Donnie Jr. can hunt Pikachus together.
Okay, that one was kind of funny. I'll give him that.
And when no one else wants you, don't forget, there's always your old friend, the Domino's Pizza Tracker. Not only did Trump get banned from Twitter, Google, Apple, and Amazon removed the Parler app from their platforms. Parler is where all the right-wingers gather to post QAnon nonsense and misspell the word parlor. And no one was more upset about Parler going away than a sneaky little congressman named Devin.
And reminder, okay, he's making jokes in light of all of this. He's showing off when they were actually violating the First Amendment. He's enjoying it. When President Trump was taken down, he was still a sitting president. He was still in office, and they removed him entirely. That is a massive violation of the First Amendment. That is a massive, massive disaster to our American governmental system right there, but you made light of it. You joked about it. Parler being taken down, that was a coalition of every big tech platform to destroy that entire platform outright. And it wasn't even on any factual basis, because it ended up being turned out that all the people that were organizing January 6th were congregating on Facebook. You made light of it all. So miss me with your cries, but hey, where were you? And I already played this when Jen Psaki actually came out here boldly stating that big tech platforms needed to do more to censor people because of COVID myth and disinformation. We need to take higher accountability and punish those because Joe Rogan was speaking things that they didn't like. Where were you, Jimmy? Where were you on any of this? Oh, you were making light of it. Reminder what Jimmy Kimmel said on regards to people that didn't get vaccinated.
Dr. Fauci said that if hospitals get any more overcrowded, they're going to have to make some very tough choices about who gets an ICU bed. That choice doesn't seem so tough to me. Vaccinated person having a heart attack? Yes, come right on in. We'll take care of you. Unvaccinated guy who gobbled horse goo? Rest in peace, Wheezy.
You made light of all that. You enjoyed it. There's no level of equating any of this. And remember, they were trying to prop up Jimmy Kimmel as a victim of the First Amendment, as a victim of government overreach. Never once talked about any of this, actually made light of it, encouraged it, enjoyed it every little bit of the way. Every little bit of the way, he loved it and reveled in it. And now, when there's no actual evidence of the FCC coming after him, he's utilizing that to play the victim, to play the punisher, because that's the play right now. To play the punished victim, and the person had his First Amendment rights violated. Ignore what happened to Charlie Kirk. We have to think about Jimmy Kimmel all the time. Ignore what the Biden administration, but Jimmy Kimmel and Trump, we have to think about that first and foremost. Ignore the fact that Jimmy Kimmel even laughed at when Roseanne Barr was taken down, fired, and how he even misrepresented her entire joke. What? Remember this?
On the subject of terrible things posted online, the biggest story of the day today was Roseanne. Roseanne, you're not going to believe this, but she tweeted something outrageous. I know, yeah, right. The president did it too. It's crazy. Anyway, ABC decided to cancel their highest-rated show, Roseanne, following a tweet in which Roseanne compared an African-American woman, a former advisor to President Obama, to an ape, which did not sit well with ABC management or anyone with a brain, really. So they announced that this first season of the show is also its last, which is a huge blow to business. I mean, we don't have much on this network. We're hoping the NBA Finals goes 11 games this year. We're still airing America's Funniest Home Videos, okay? Roseanne was a very bigly hit for ABC, and we needed it. But I say, why just... Listen, hear me out. Just because Roseanne is gone doesn't mean the whole show has to go. The show must go on. That's what we say in show business. And with that said, I have an idea that I think makes this work for everyone.
America's favorite working class family is back. With all the cast members you love.
Hey, Dad. Mr. Connor, sir, hi. How are you doing?
Coming to ABC this fall.
Yeah, that job, turns out it fell through.
Dan.
Gotta make fun of Roseanne being fired. Gotta joke about that and ignore all the controversy there and the facts that were going on over there. Yeah, we gotta make fun of all that, guys. And I mean, you even mentioned that his show, well, her show, was the largest rated show on ABC at the time. Probably still would have been the largest rated show even right now because Roseanne was loved. She was America's mother. Hey, you guys fucked up royally, and well, now you're stuck with Jimmy Kimmel. And prior to you leaving, yes, Jimmy Kimmel had the lowest ratings out of every late night talk show host. Out of all of them, he had the worst ratings imaginable because he's unfunny. He is the most milquetoast individual. Out of all the clips, there was one laugh. That was the Pokemon Go one, because actually it was kind of funny in the grand scheme of things, but it's like a light laugh. It's like a little chuckle. Everything else has been boring. But hey, we get this because there's obviously going to be a bit of a bump, but let's see what Jimmy Kimmel had to say in regards to Trump and all this, you know. Let's see what he had to say here.
Anybody could replace him. Guy had no talent. Kimmel he was fired. He had no talent. It's a whack job, but he had no talent. And more importantly than talent, he had no, because a lot of people have no talent, they get ratings. But he had no ratings.
Which is a fact. A fact of the matter. 0 talent, 0 ratings. That's a fact.
I do tonight.
Well, yes, you'll have a bit of a bump, a bit, not a lot, because the reality is, even though you might have, you know, a bit of a bump, it's not going to stick, and also it's not going to be that big of a bump because, reminder, guys, both Sinclair and Nexstar still are choosing to preempt all of Jimmy Kimmel's broadcasts. Still choosing to do this until they think that it's appropriate to keep moving forward. That's going to keep up. But hey, I want to finish this little clip just real quick. I want to finish this before we go too far. Yeah, cheers. The seals, the people getting paid to clap.
You almost have to feel sorry for him. He did his best to cancel me. Instead, he forced millions of people to watch the show. That backfired bigly. He might have to release the Epstein files to distract us from this now.
It's not really, but...
Now, a lot of people have been asking me if there are conditions for my return to the air, and there is one. Disney has asked me to read the following statement. And I agreed to do it. Here we go. To reactivate your Disney Plus and Hulu account.
Yeah, to reactivate your Disney Plus and Hulu account. Well, the joke's on all those people that are going to be reactivating it because, well, I mean, Disney Plus and Hulu just went up in price, even for the ad tier, guys. $11.99 a month. Premium, now $18.99 a month. God, gotta love that. But in all seriousness, let's be fair here. They came back to nothing. Nothing changed. Nothing's going on. Even your ratings, they're not going to be increased by that much. Sinclair actually owns like 70%, 70 different outlets to show you. There's a numerous amount of people that won't be watching your show at all. And yes, you're going to get a bump here or there. It'll be minuscule. And by the end of the week, it's all going to be gone. You're going to be right back here to the little guy, the lowest of the low. Nothing's going to change. Again, I can commend you all day and night for the apology that you made, even as limp-wristed and fake it is. I can commend you. But let's not mix words here. You're not a victim of the First Amendment. Nobody's going to keep watching you. And you're just going to go away as a dodo bird when your contract's up in 2026. But hey, that's my take on all this. And I don't think we're going to see him around much longer. Lead is a tasty flavor. What the fuck? Brad? All Sinclair and Nexstar are doing is saving people from enjoying sadness. That's right. And I'm sorry, I don't engage that much with chat when I'm doing the whole like bit, because that's just me. Let's not like the fact that they're still trying to make Jimmy Kimmel out as this victim of free speech is ridiculous to me. Hell, I saw this. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can grab this. Let me see if I can grab this real quick. I'm having to open my bookmarks up again. Because this was going around today. God, I don't even know which... I didn't even realize that this was a late night host. When I find this, I didn't even realize that this guy was even a late night host. I don't know. I completely forgot he exists. I don't even remember this dude's name, to be honest with you. But over here, breaking 911, CNN Jake Tapper on Jimmy Kimmel being suspended. Well, let's see what he had to say.
All right, Jimmy Kimmel, he's a friend of both of ours.
Yeah.
You know him, I know him. We know he's a good person. Obviously, this news.
I don't even know who his name is right now. I forgot this guy was a late night guy or a day guy or whatever. He had a show. I completely forgot about him, and I don't even know his name.
This is very exciting. But what was your original take on how this all went down starting last week?
I mean, I thought it was pretty much the most direct infringement by the government on free speech that I've seen in my lifetime.
Yeah.
This is the most egregious attack on the free speech that you've seen in your lifetime. This is the most egregious attack. And reminder, this was prior to Google admitting everything. This was prior to Google admitting that the Biden admin was censoring them. But this is still after Facebook admitted the Biden administration was pressuring them. This is after the Twitter files. This is after so much. This here is the most egregious thing to the First Amendment ever. And this is Seth Meyers. God damn it. I completely forgot what show he was on. Like, I'm looking at this NBC. I don't, like, I completely forgot this guy existed. If that's not just like a condemnation of all late night talk shows, I know Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Fallon, I was reminded that exists. Now I'm being reminded that Seth Meyers exists. I heard about the British fuckwat that goes on like HBO all the time. I see him now and then because I have HBO Max and all that. But like, I don't watch him. I just see him, and I really dislike that guy. I dislike all these freaking late night talk show comedian freaks because they're not even funny. they're annoying, and they say that they're talking about the news while mixing jokes in, but in reality, they're just spreading more misinformation, disinformation, and just pushing propaganda over and over and over again. They're no real different than most of these mainstream media outlets. They're just obnoxious twats. None of them are funny. Not a single one of them is actually funny. Fuck, I keep forgetting that the fat British dude lost to show, the Late Late Show or whatever the hell it was. I keep forgetting that that thing happened and that thing was a show. John Oliver, that's his name, the British fuckwad. And I can't remember the guy who's on Apple TV. He was like the big guy that really introduced this entire thing to the mainstream right now. Like the idea of mixing in politics with comedy, but lying to you the entire time. The only thing I can give that guy credit for was calling out COVID at a particular point in time. And also he's good on the military. I will give him that. He's good on the veterans. I can't remember that guy's name, but he's a whack job now. And that's predominantly because of his writer's room. His writer's room is nothing more than the millennials Gen Z twat nuggets. James Corden, that's who I'm thinking of. Great episodes of Doctor Who. Awful comedian. Awful comedian. Why do all the other countries send... I'm starting to think this through, okay? Because one, we have John Oliver, and two, for a little while, we had James Corden. I'm starting to think that other countries send these twats over here because they don't want to have them, and they know that it's basically war crime. It's basically a war crime. Let's be fair here. All those guys are just war criminals. They want to make us dumber. They send them here. Canada gave us Justin Bieber. I almost said Joe Biden. Justin Bieber. That's a war crime in and of itself. We should hold them to account. They're all cosplay wannabes. I'm a victim of Yahtzees. My granddad was run over by an Yahtzee Jeep. Shut the F up, wannabe victims. They are all wannabe victims. All these people don't even know what real oppression is. All these people are perfectly fine. And they're sitting there crying about what FCC Carr said. Bro, even if we want to talk about political satire or anything like this, you guys would gloat and be so happy if Fox News was taken down tomorrow. If the Biden admin came out and destroyed Fox News, you guys would be gloating over it. You guys hate people like Greg Gutfeld. You want the government to censor them. Hell, all these people ignore the fact that they went after satire people. They went after individuals. They went after Joe Rogan. Craig Ferguson, never watched him. The only one that I can remember watching that I did enjoy... Oh, who were the two guys? I always forget their names. One of them, he's gone now, but he's come back and he looks broken. He has a big beard, had the tooth gap. He started becoming more political towards the end of his reign. And then the guy with the big chin. Those were the only two guys that I ever thought were actually funny. But I was never around when Arsenio Hall was around, so. Especially because the guy with the big chin is friends with Tom Hanks. Not Tom Hanks. Tim Allen. Steven Crowder? Yeah, I watch Steven Crowder. I love Steven Crowder. Crowder is always the kind of guy I think my political belief structure sits more with. Not even Tim Pool. Like, I watch Tim Pool a lot because he's on YouTube. Crowder, I try to watch here and there. It's just Letterman. That's Letterman and Leno. Yes. Yeah, I watched Letterman and Leno. I'm awful with names. Okay, you have to cut me some slack. I'm awful with names. So I always have to remember. And the thing is, when I look at Jay Leno, I do view the fat guy. I remember him as the fat guy. Jay Leno. Everybody wants to say the chin. The way I see him, he's the fat guy. Wow, he does have a big chin now that I'm focusing in on it. But Jay Leno, Last Man Standing. See if I can find a good picture. Because I enjoyed him when he showed up in Last Man Standing, especially. Jay fucked over Conan. Never really watched Conan. I got told that he was funny. I like Jay Leno a lot. I got told Conan's funny, but I never really watched him. I saw Conan came out and made statements in favor of Jimmy Kimmel. I must have forgot Conan exists. I got one last thing before I hop into like the Discord and play some Final Fantasy. Got one last thing. Letterman was great in the 80s, and I can't knock his taste in music. Letterman, when did because I would watch Letterman with my folks on like Friday night, Saturday night. No, it would be Friday nights. That's when I got to see Letterman and Leno. Because that's the nights they let me stay up. Interesting. Anyways, though, but I got to watch them then. Because they were like, hey, they're funny, they're comedians, they're trying, and they're actually kind of they're enjoyable. And I think that's also when we first saw. I don't remember. Was it Letterman that did the Nights of Ventriloquists? Ventriloquist. Yes, that was it. So Letterman did a period of time when he would bring in ventriloquists. And that was the first time when me and my family saw Jeff Dunham. I can't play it, obviously, because I'm willing to bet Jeff Dunham would strike me down. But that was the first time we saw Jeff Dunham was through Letterman. And I'm still a fan of Jeff Dunham. I still enjoy Jeff Dunham. I'll admit it. I know there's some people that find him cringe or whatever. I like Jeff Dunham. Because Jeff Dunham still made jokes about Biden. Jeff Dunham was willing to make jokes about Biden. Went to DC even to make jokes about Biden. That's why I have respect for him. I make you sad? Shut up. I like Jeff Dunham. I like Jeff Dunham. And I am subscribed to his YouTube channel. I will fully admit that I like Jeff Dunham. You guys can't shame me. You can never shame me for liking Jeff Dunham. I'm checking out his channel. He still has that was 7 months ago when he did the oh, that might be when it got uploaded to YouTube, but he did the Me the People, his special in DC where he made fun of Joe Biden. He was willing to do that when not a whole lot of other people were. So I can have respect for Jeff Dunham all the time. I will always have respect for him. You can shame me for other stuff. Listen, you can shame me for a lot. But I like Jeff Dunham. Is it because one of his puppets remind me of myself? I mean, I do see myself a lot in Ahmed. I do. Like, one of my favorite jokes was, okay, so people were getting angry with him that Ahmed was a dead terrorist. They were saying, well, that's insensitive. You can't do that. That's awful. You know, that's Islamophobic. So what did he do? He brought Ahmed out and had him wear a dress. Like, I loved it. I loved how he found ways to just rub it in their face. And you might think that he's like not that funny or anything like that. I loved how he did it. He was just like, your whole things are retarded. And I enjoyed it. Oh, that's the Apple TV thing. But let me hit this last thing. So I got one more thing I need to do, okay? I got one more thing because we all saw this. This is awesome. I'm sorry. This had me grinning ear to ear when I saw this, but the DHS put this out, and I'm gonna have to be a little careful because I might get struck. But I have to laugh at this. This here is just downright hilarious.
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
Department of Homeland Security.
To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide.
I have to pause again because I might get struck. But this is so hilarious. This is peak comedy right here.
Each Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. It's you and me. I know it's my destiny.
Pokemon. I fucking love it. I love it. I want this to be the main thing now. Okay, look, you know what? I'm all on board. I'm all on board, guys. Let's go.
Pokemon, oh, you're my best friend. In a world we must defend. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Our hearts so true. Our courage will pull us through. You teach me and I'll teach you. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all.
This is the part I love the most. Is all the cards, because if you notice every single card, they have one weakness.
Gotta catch 'em all.
It's all ice. Every weakness is ice. I love it. I love it. It is the funniest thing out there. Why are you gay? Cloud, you loved this too. But what was even funnier, oh, I hit the wrong button. But what was even funnier in regards to all this was they were even playing into it. The DHS was having a blast. You have CBP, Border Patrol's newest recruit. I love it. I love it so much. They were playing so hardcore into this. You could scroll down here. You could see the Dixie Colossus, whatever. Hey, it's Trump with all of his Pokemon cards that you see. Gotta catch them all. Homeland Security. ICE. Homeland Security. I enjoyed it. This is beautiful. This is pure art. This is the purest form of art. And honestly, I would say, for the most part, I lean on this being acceptable ways to do this. And the reason I'm saying this is because I do find this to be transformative enough. Problem probably would be the music, and the music gets a little bit more technical when you throw in the music and what is deemed transformative and what's not. And the reason I'm saying all this is because, well, the schizo Pokemon fans are out here and they're angry at a meme. An official Department of Homeland Security video features footage of people being handcuffed and arrested set to the Pokemon theme tune. Fans are calling for the corporation to sue. Yeah, because we can't have fun things. We can't have something that is objectively funny, objectively entertaining, something that a lot of people have been saying they should have done for a long time because it's staring you right in the face. It is hilarious when you say, gotta catch them all. It works. It's perfect to do this. Now, I am fully aware of this particular article right here, again from IGN, in which the Pokemon Company's former chief legal officer has said he would not take action over an official Department of Homeland Security video that features footage of people being handcuffed and arrested set to the Pokemon theme tune, despite calls from fans for the corporation to sue. Now, this is a former chief legal officer, and I actually would err on the side of him, because if you sit down and think about it, what do you gain by suing the DHS? What is there in actuality to win in this lawsuit? One, yes, you're a company that can print money. The other side is a company, well, is an organization that literally prints money. They have all the money in the world. Do you really want to go up against that? Simultaneously, how does that look? I already know, hey, you guys really don't look at how bad it looks when you guys sue Power World, but really think this through. You're going to sue the government of America for making a meme. Think that through really hard. Is it worth doing? I lean on no. That's a stupid decision, especially with tariffs and things like that going on. Do you really want to risk that for the rest of your company? Like, seriously, think this through. But I'm just the layman here. I'm just the dum-dum. I already see Brad here, and I know Brad's a lawyer, but he's asking me what's my opinion for next year's Vegas meetup and what I want to eat. I don't really know, okay? I'm a dum-dum. But we have this from an actual lawyer, Legal Mindset, who says Nintendo suing US government next. So I thought, hey, why don't we take a look at what an actual lawyer, unlike Brad, has to say on this particular subject? Because again, LM was a corporate attorney. He did a lot of these things. So this would be an area that he would probably have some information on. So I thought, hey, why don't we actually get his opinions on this in particular? And again, I usually set it up to about a 1.25 speed just so we can bust this through, but I want to get what his fast facts are. Sorry, I always have to do that whenever I watch one of his videos.
Nintendo may be taking on the world, and that may include the U.S.
I don't know if that was me or if that was him, because it kind of broke up there. I think that might have been him.
Government as its lawfare campaign expands and continues. Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney and legal mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. So let's get right into it today. So this is a topic that many people have asked me to cover. And they've been asking me to cover this for a very long time because it's something very much ongoing, and it affects not just Nintendo, not just Pokemon and Power World, but the entire gaming space. And this could affect a genre. This could affect the gaming space, the modding community, and even Nintendo itself. This could be make or break for Nintendo, where they cement an image in the world, in the gaming community, as the villain, as the evil corporation, and really turn things downward for their very own business. But we're going to talk about.
And I do actually agree with that, because yes, you're going to have the schizo fans coming out here and demanding a lawsuit. That's always going to happen. I'm going to be the guy over here saying, hey, use your brain for once. You guys have already gone after Power World, which was retarded in and of itself. Power World has complete and total, like, hey, creative freedom here. And even when you're going after Power World, you're doing it in such a way that is just super idiotic, and they're continuing to make it worse for themselves. Don't do this. Stop it. I like you. I like you, Pokemon. Stop it. Stop it.
About this today from both a legal perspective and also from a business perspective, because as I am a corporate attorney, I've seen the inside of these corporations. I know what makes business sense and what doesn't. And indeed, this campaign of lawfare is absolutely suicidal for Nintendo. And of course, this is a fast facts video. So if you want to see the longer version, you want to get all the reactions, all the comments, you check out the live. If you do like the fast facts, make sure you like the video and leave a comment below. So let's get into the PowerPoint, the PP here today. And of course, this is both a Japanese and US thing, because the lawsuits are going on in Japan, but there's US patents involved. And of course, when the US government gets involved, well, that will be a lawsuit in America. So let's talk about this. So first of all, there's an update that Nintendo is now arguing as part of their ongoing lawsuit with Power World that mods don't count as proper games. So what they're attempting to do is have Power World say, hey, you need to shut down every single mod out there of Power World, especially if it would even seem a little bit like Pokemon. We're going to have.
Okay, I was hearing about this. This sounds just utterly idiotic. And I don't mean to skip over what's going on in regards to this. Because I just, like, actually, I'll keep them going. But when it comes to this idea of the whole mod thing, that's stupid. I'm sorry, you're stupid for thinking that. There's plenty of mods that become an entirely different game once you download it. You could take a look at some of the Minecraft mods, some of the mods that actually get imposed to them. They're entirely different games than Minecraft itself. I could think of like Skycraft, Bouldercraft, Pixelmon, for even crying out loud. Entirely different games in the world of like a Minecraft-esque creation. So no, that's stupid.
You shut that down because Power World is, of course, being accused of being too similar to Pokemon, and therefore, hey, we're going to say you got to shut down everything. Now, mind you, their current lawsuit is over patents. It's actually not a copyright lawsuit, but they're attempting to expand it further. And you can see that, of course, people are coming out with mods and spin-off games right now. You see Pal Farm here, which is a Pal World spin-off game, enjoying a farming life with mysterious creatures known as pals. Team up with them and grow.
Okay, because I don't. This isn't about Pal World. I want to move on to what's going on in regards to the DHS. So I am gonna jump forward real quick into this.
Whether there's some base Chad in the social media department at DHS who's just sitting there. He's a gamer and he's like, hey, you know what's trending right now? Nintendo being an asshole. So let's troll them and let's absolutely poke Nintendo, because if anybody can go after Nintendo, it is the U.S. government. Once again, Nintendo has a lot of money, but the U.S. government can just print money. I mean, they just print money. And what makes it even worse is most Japanese debt, if you don't know this, they tend to have a lot of it denominated in U.S. dollars. So as the U.S. prints, that just hurts the Japanese side. So Nintendo attempting to borrow would probably just end up benefiting the U.S. government, which just would fuel the lawsuit. So it's absolutely a glorious situation. It's kind of a funny white pill. But anyways, you can see the DHS in this Gotta Catch 'em All ICE video referencing the ICE roundups, used the kind of trademark lettering of Pokemon. You can see them here rounding up people. They use clips from Pokemon, Pokeballs, Hatch Catch 'em, etc., right, to the tune of Gotta Catch 'em All. So this is something that, hey, if Nintendo was going to come at them and Nintendo was going to say, hey, we're litigious, we have to sue everybody, we have to do everything. Well, Nintendo, if you want to play that game, if you want to be a big boy and sue everybody, let's see you sue the United States. Please, dear YouTube overlords, dear Nintendo, please do that. You will print me so much money covering this case. Please do that as a grift.
You would be the dumbest individual for doing that. I get why LM is saying, please do it. Please do it. Your company would go under. The Pokemon company would lose outright, because that's not going to be taking place over in Japan. That will immediately be taking place in America, because, like he was already bringing up, the whole it's the American version. You're going to be taking up the U.S. government. You're going to be battling a First Amendment violation against the U.S. government. That would end up being your thing here. You would be trying to sue the government and violate their First Amendment rights. Like, think that through hardcore before you do this. Again, the people that impose tariffs on you, do you really want to risk that?
A lawyer here on YouTube, I would love that. And I say it as a term of endearment, right? Of course, I'm joking. That would be horrible for Nintendo. That would be absolute disaster for them. But what was also funny is they not just copied the theme, but they even went to Pokemon cards. So even the
I still love this. Weakness ice. I'm never going to be able to get over that. That is hilarious. Everyone is a weakness of ice. And reminder, hey, technically here, this is again an area in which, why am I blanking on it? The creative idea, the ability to make stuff and utilize prior IPs, but change it enough that it's completely different. The fact that they're saying weakness ice type is important, because there is no ice type within the Pokemon TCG. I learned that last night. I was shocked. There is no ice type at all when in the actual trading card game. So with them having that as a weakness, they are brand new entire things. Though even the designs of all of these are entirely different cards. So they wouldn't be able to even hold up there. It would fall under free speech. It would be able to be creative liberty. Why? Fair use. That's what I'm thinking. Thank you, Cloud. It would be deemed fair use. So you get screwed.
Pokemon cards and all that related to them, they kind of, made those out. And whoever did the Pokemon card element of this video was like 3 seconds, but they put thought and detail into this, like type illegal, HP 1, right? They got their, crime here. They got their, history. And then the best thing that made me really laugh was weakness to ice. Weakness to ice. That's absolutely hilarious. And of course, they all died to a shed ninja. Isn't it sad when you all die to a shed ninja? But anyway.
Oh God, you all lose to a shed ninja? That's saying something, because Shedinja is pretty powerful. Don't get me wrong; they're actually useful. Their only weakness is like themselves, so they have 1 HP, but they are.
Anyways, let's look at this in fair use. So let's say, hey, if Nintendo's going to come with the U.S. government, what would happen? What are the fair use factors? And this applies to a lot of other cases as well. You can use this just broadly, especially for copyright, etc. Well, there's really 4 things. Purpose and character of the use. Is it commercial, non-commercial? Is it research, educational, governmental? The nature. Is it factual or creative? The amount and substantiality of the work used. So if we're talking about the Ethan Klein lawsuits, right? If you just watch all of his content, That's all of it. That's really one of Ethan's stronger arguments in his lawsuits against Casey Tron, Denims, and the Orbiters, and Discord and Reddit. But they just use some clips, right? So that's a much different story. And then last,
I would think of when it comes to the amount of substance, they would try to go after the song. That I think that would be their strongest area of attack if they want to do that. Everything else, I think, would completely fall apart.
is the effect on the market. So are you a market competitor? Are you a market competitor to Pokemon? So let's look at that compared to the US government. Let's pretend in a magical world, pretend world, where Pokemon and Nintendo sue the US government. This is not going to go well for them because the purpose and character of the use is governmental. It's nonprofit. They're not making a game. They're just trolling. They're just making a meme, right? What's the nature? It's a creative parody. So it's something that typically is protected, not something that typically they would rule in favor of Nintendo. What's the amount? They only use little clips of the pieces. They use the theme song, but it's mostly government footage of government, officers arresting people, which Nintendo doesn't own. And what's the effect on the?
And I think he's the thing that would be the target would be the music. I think you're ignoring not throwing in the music there. I think the music would be what is actually getting going to be the attack vector in the grand scheme of things, because that's the full length of the song. That is the song. Like I had to pause for copyright because that's the entirety of the song. There's no getting around that. So you would actually have to take a look there and go like, okay, am I willing to sue you over this entire song? Yes or no?
Market, not at all. The government is not in the pocket monster genre. The government is not, selling games. The government is not selling Game Boys and stuff like that. So all these factors would go in favor of the US government. So they would just lose that fight. But what I want to talk about today in the business suicide, and this is part of the deeper thought here that I hope you guys can appreciate as people of culture, is that there is an ability to profit, even if something is similar. And this is kind of the double effect. It's kind of the Hollywood double effect, or some people actually call this the Armageddon deep impact effect. Now, I know some of you Gen Z people may not know this, so stick with me. Back in the day of movies, when movies were good, when Hollywood did things, right? Think way back. You were probably a wee one if you're a younger person, but I remember this. They would put out...
I feel personally attacked right there, okay, as a Gen Z individual. I'm fully aware of Hollywood doing dumb things like this, okay? I'm fully aware of that. Shush, okay? I am attacked by... I am going to sue LM now for emotional abuse, okay? Because I'm a Gen Zer and I understand this.
Similarly themed movies. So they're both about an asteroid that would end the Earth. And what this would do is, instead of hurting, because people might think, if you're living in a scarcity mindset, thinking, oh my gosh, there's only so much money. We got to get that money. We got to knock out our competitor. You might think, wow, why didn't Armageddon sue Deep Impact? Right? Why didn't they knock them out of there? Well, number one, you can't take over a whole genre, right? And number two, the movies actually generated more money because both of them came out around the same time. Why did that happen? Let's talk about the double effect. So this is a proven market strategy that boosts both products. There's shared hype, right? So people get excited for both.
Okay, this is more into the Power World area of it now, but I'll keep him going. But like the double effect, he's going back into Power World right now. I'm more cared about what was going on between the government and everything else. I don't think that they're going to win at all. When it comes to Power World, I still think that they're doing stupid things in regards to the Power World. I think it's completely idiotic that they're doing this. And even when you take a look at like, what does he have here? All these Pokemon. These aren't even Pokemon. These are Mario. So I don't even know what he's doing in regards to this. So I'm not trying to be like diss LM here. I only really cared about the actual fair use of it all, but let's be real fair here. When it comes to the idea of the Pokemon Company potentially even suing the Homeland Security for this, they'd lose. They'd lose downright. It is an idiotic move. It would destroy your company. It would potentially impose more tariffs on you in a retaliatory effect. You would lose outright. Don't do it. You're an idiot. You're already an idiot for where you're going with Power World. I was willing to give you guys maybe a little bit here or there credence, even though I thought it was a stupid move to begin with. But you've dragged this out so much so, you put so much like punishment on Power World in and of itself that you guys aren't winning. You're losing the public. You're losing everybody. And to be real fair here, when it comes to the DHS, you guys got nothing. You got nothing. But we'll watch this. It's been a while since I've dug into the Power World lawsuits and tracked that. But I might have to do that again in a separate video, but we'll see where it goes. In the grand scheme of things, though, when it comes to the DHS, they ain't gonna do shit. None. Hey, Irish Whips, how are you doing? Hello, hope you and had a successful stream, man. Just tuning in. Well, I'm still streaming right now. I don't stream until late, but let me. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. There's also an idiot with the Switch 2. They're also an idiot with the Switch 2. I don't think they're an idiot with the Switch 2. Sorry for that sound. I don't think they're an idiot. I think they got forced to put out the Switch 2 too soon. But I still don't think they're an idiot with the Switch 2. I think they're actually a little bit... They're thinking things through. And if that pattern is true in regards to... suck that shit. Fuck off. If the pattern is true in regards to the double screen connectivity, that will change the game. Now, I would think that the double screen should have come along with the console to begin with, but I also subscribe to that thought process that they didn't want to put it out as a dual thing to begin with. I think they got forced to put it out too soon. I think they were originally going to probably be announcing it around this time. Probably try to hype it up alongside the Pokemon ZA, try to make that a thing, but even when it came to Pokemon ZA, I don't think Pokemon ZA was initially supposed to be a part of Switch 2. I don't. I think that's all last minute additions. So I think because of the leaks, they ended up, you know. I mean, boobies, you made it gay. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Right here. I'm gonna hop into here.
Okay, girls, let's go.
Oh, Adam's not even here.
Fucking dear God.
Yeah, he went to
That's
sleep.
right. Shake your pom-poms like you don't own them.
Well, I need Adam here to be able to do my thing in fucking Final Fantasy.
What do you need? What do you need to do?
I need to take on what's his name? The final boss of
Oh, Thordan?
Yeah, Thordan. I need to do him, and Adam said he was gonna do it with me.
Fuck.
I mean, we can do it
I guess we could
as
try
a
to do it.
regular.
Yeah. Well, we'd have to do it as a regular anyways because I need it for story purposes.
Right.
Let me move you guys around a little bit. And then I'll get it opened up. Where is Kratos?
Me?
I'm moving your Fujis around.
Fuji's.
It's your little avatar things.
Yeah, the things that light up when we talk.
You're
Cloud.
a refugee.
Cloud, when it comes to them saying that you don't own anything and you just lease it, several different companies have been saying that. It's not just Nintendo, so I'm not going to knock them for saying that. I think it's still an idiotic position to take, but let's be fair here. Like, if you criticize Nintendo for saying that, you have to criticize all the companies for saying that. So I think they're all idiotic for making that statement. I'm not just going to single out Nintendo alone.
I need to turn that off
You won't
because
buy
I'm
the
hearing you
Switch 2
two
after
times in a
key
row.
card. So even when it came to the key card thing, again, several games act that way. Several companies already do that. And even before that, Nintendo was already doing that with like some of their bigger games on the Switch. So I'm not even like freaking out over that whole process.
Dermy, on the key card, what's the alternative for a game that doesn't fit on a card?
Nothing. A code.
No, I mean,
that's a bad
yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. So like, and I'm not trying to make an argument against you. I'm just reiterating my point that I've held since I heard about it. The alternative is either a download code or what the game's partially on the thing and you still need to download a part of it.
Zatak, I probably won't be watching the PlayStation State of Play because I'll probably be at work. That's the biggest problem with my job is I don't get to do fun things like that. If I could, I would. Don't get me wrong. Even though I don't play PlayStation games. Well, I mean, I do, but once I hit Steam.
What's
Cloud
nice about
says
the key card?
Cloud says he does criticize all the companies. Yeah, but like my argument there, Cloud, is like you can't just be angry that Nintendo's saying stuff like that when all the other companies say that. Like you have to do all of them, not just Nintendo. So like,
Cloud is angry at all things.
yeah, well, I mean, Cloud's Cloud. Oh, I need to go through real quick and. Final Fantasy XIV. Like oh shit, I forgot to do one other thing. I'm being stupid.
Bitch.
What?
Yeah.
Did you just call me a
Cloud just
bitch?
wanted his nice picture to show up on your stream.
No.
Oh no, it's a wild cloud.
No.
Enslave him.
I need to fix my mouse's ability to switch.
Oh, he still has the
settings.
clown face when he makes noise.
Yeah.
And
you still sparkle.
Static.
Yeah,
baby. Does Static still get bedazzled when he talks?
Yep.
Yes.
Nice.
There.
What you get for wearing that shirt?
That is all on you. Keller, are you in the game?
I don't give a fuck.
Defend
Yeah,
the shirt.
I'm
I dare
on
you.
NIM. Hang on a second here. Drop out of this one here.
I know it's a trial, but I have to do it. So you want to throw it in? It is confront Thornton. Thornton? Thornton. Yeah, Thornton. I don't know what the trial is. Take a look.
Where's it at?
I think Singularity. Yeah, Singularity Reactor.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, we already have 2 DPSs. Yay!
That's us.
Oh. Well.
Jesus.
It's all I need to do, and then I can continue the story.
Oh, Dermy, you missed it. Weasel gave me that pony you were complaining about earlier.
You're not in the game, so that can't be true.
Yeah, I started playing and he gave it to me.
Bullshit.
Yeah, he downloaded it just to get that pony.
Just make me mad, yeah.
Well, you also can't trade
Did he-
mounts, so
Yeah, I know.
you know.
Fuckface George.
We couldn't trade it. We had to go a roundabout way.
So Weasel just gave you his account.
I'm just screwing with you.
I'm still so pissed. I was going pony hunting by myself on the ones that I don't have, because I don't have Garuda, I don't have Ifrit, I don't have... No, I only have Titan. That's all I have. And I hate Titan's fucking pony.
Derby wants the pink pony.
His attack, I did hear about the
Shut
Harry Potter
up,
TV
Cloud.
show. I did hear about the news. God damn it. They want their Hitlerian character to potentially be a woman.
No, I think that it's fine because they're gonna cast the chick from Wicked. That'd be great. She'd be a great Voldemort.
You know?
Oh, Cynthia Erivo.
Yeah.
You know? You got a point there. Have your Hitler-esque
For the-
character be Cynthia Erivo. That makes sense. Hey, and she's already bald.
Bald black chick. Yeah.
Well, are they gonna have her do whiteface then?
Yeah. Can't
No,
have
because
wacky
that would be
wo-
that she wouldn't be able to be seen then, and she needs to be
She already,
seen.
she already looks like a snake of a creature. Like if a snake and a human mated.
Well, she looks like a Nosferatu.
Yeah.
I used to have a roommate that one of my friends dubbed him as Shitface Nosferatu. Of course, this guy I lived with also would puke off the side of the couch after he got off work from drinking too much. Real classy guy.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Damn, the only other thing I need to do, or I could do, is I need to potentially run Wanderer's Palace a bunch of times over and over again, just to clear out my Twin Adder hunting log. Oh shit, I need to check out, while we're waiting, speaking of Twin Adders. Right on. Hey, the Devastator. I need to go. I forgot I sent out my team. And well past.
I don't think I get that.
What I posted?
Yeah.
Because they smell.
Oh. Okay, that makes more sense.
Because what smells?
You smell.
I can confirm that people at those things are
Yeah,
stink.
but most weebs do. So Cloud does as well.
I fucking bathe. Fuck you.
Ooh. Very much watch. $59 minutes. I have watched the Digimon versus Pokemon Death Battle as Attack, and I actually agreed with it. As much as I didn't want to, I did. Because there's no way around. Digimon would 100% kill most Pokemon. Like, that's just a fact.
A lot of Digimon literally get guns and rocket launches when they digivolve.
Yeah. And Pokemon moves, for the most part, have a mount. Well, I mean, technically, even Digimon moves. No, actually, in the show, they don't. In the. Like, Pokemon moves do have a limited amount of, like, abilities to use it. Digimon, not so much.
That's not a good sign.
And even Digimon they are beasts.
Problem I have with most Digi-evolutions is that they don't really make visual continuity sense. A lot of them do, but
I
Most of
don't
them don't.
disagree with you there at all. There's some that I think it was Whalemon can evolve into what is essentially Piximon.
How about the cat that evolves into Angel Woman?
Right.
Big busty Angel Woman.
And then Big Busty Angel Woman can evolve into a dragon.
So is a Sphinx.
No, it's a dragon.
Is that when they merge together?
No, it's the actual like the Digivolution thing. Like, they went through it during Digimon Tri or whatever the fuck that one was. Like the reboot of the universe. They went to all their final Digivolutions. So they showed off that it actually does become. I think it's Quinlon. Let me look up the Digimon. Fuck, the cat's also a champion level Digimon. Make that make sense. Digimon cat, it is Gatomon.
Sure, that's a trope about having like the little kid with the really powerful Digimon. Even TK had a powerful one when he digivolved.
I'm looking. Here, let me. Kind of show you the image. It's not a good image because Digivolution lines get ridiculous. So Angel Woman Digivolves into the. I'm not even going to be able to say that Digimon's name. The pink dragon. It is they're weird. I guess the idea is when you play the game itself. So if you go out there and actually play the like the video games, they're meant to be more like, hey, you can do this to potentially get this one, or do this to potentially get this one, and so on and so forth.
Did you see that Pokemon game that is just Gen 1, but they like double the number of evolutions that everything has?
Hmm?
Yeah, it was a fan-made thing.
I did my Cacpots.
I'm going to bed. Bye.
Night.
Yeah.
Static. Bye, I love you.
I have a beautiful time.
You're a dime. Hey, Ruben, how you doing? Not where I wanted. There, I did the little mini games for a bit.
Excuse me.
Xbox is raising their price. Oh, that doesn't shock me.
Oh, good. A failing console decided they're going to raise the price. Brilliant move.
Just spent the last 24 hours writing 6 books, 2 trilogies. Jeez. Oh wait, no, that's level mate. That's not. Good on ya. Steam is the best for gaming. Don't disagree. GOG is also pretty good. First is called
Yeah,
the
that
Deep
Sphinx.
Dark. Oh, go ahead.
That Sphinx is what I was talking about, the one on the left.
Well, no, that's the armored Digivolution.
Yeah, I didn't remember that was after Angel Woman or like that.
No, it's when they have the eggs and everything like that, Garamon becomes the Sphinx.
Yeah, I remember,
Garamon,
and then it merged with that
yeah.
other one to make that.
Yeah. That's even just one of the evolutionary lines. But Ruben says that the first of his 6 books, The Deep Dark State, you can figure that one out. The other is a reimagine of Dante's The Divine Comedy.
But look, how does that make sense that the puppy becomes the cat?
Don't think too much.
But that
You're
puppy
gonna
is
hurt
like
yourself. You're gonna hurt yourself.
yeah. So that puppy is technically the same level or the same whatever rank as Agumon.
Yes.
By the way, Dermy, if you care, starting this Friday, you got to go to GameStop to get a code to get shiny Koraidon and Miraidon.
Eh.
Care so much that I went full circle to not caring.
I don't really care for shiny Koraidon or Miraidon. Like they look cool, but they're just black.
That got to do with
No, I isn't shiny. Which one is it? The one that's the robot. I forget its name. I get the two of them mixed up.
Motorcycle and non-motorcycle.
Yeah, whichever the one is that's from Violet, that is just, I think, all silver.
You might be right. Black Girl Magic, says Ruben. Yeah. I would like some Black Girl Magic right now because we're not getting anybody for this trial.
It is almost 1:30 in the morning, so
Yeah. Downside. I might have to wait till
excuse.
tomorrow.
Well, the good news is you can do other things in the meantime. Go. Whoa! Speak of the devil.
Devil's not here.
What the fuck is this?
A water slide. What are you looking at?
The GIF. What the fuck?
I wish I didn't see that. I have no idea what this fight is about.
Just stay out of bad as usual.
Okay.
Did you turn the sound on, Cloud?
This sound?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's all four things that you love about fall. Pumpkin spice latte, candy corn, pumpkins, and
Ruben
August.
Haynes, this you have a set story you have to do.
All who stand against me will be destroyed. Be they servants of the darkness or the light.
Thank you.
By my blessing shall all
There are certain things you can do on your own, like what class and all that you want to do.
vice and conflict
But the main story is like set in stone.
You reject my divinity. Yet what have you to offer my people in its
Thank you, Ruben.
bitter truth? Virtuous suffering?
What is he doing?
No matter. If you believe your cause just, I call upon you to defend it with your life.
God damn, he does look cool. Okay, this is some baller music. Where's the tank?
Damn, I love my bulwark.
You're so much bad.
Do your best. Just do your best to stay out of it.
Okay, I looked away, thank God. Oh, he's almost dead.
Phase 1.
Oh, of course. Away. What is he doing?
He's summoning his knights.
Okay, this one we can fight, okay. Bad.
Watch out to take this thing.
Okay, we can battle both of these. this one's gonna freeze, so stay out, freeze east. These rings are getting big. Oh hell, what are we supposed to do? Get out of bad. Okay, I'm just gonna stay out of bad.
So have you figured it out yet, Dermy?
Not really.
Knights of the Round?
Oh, nice. Oh, now I get it. Oh!
I'm wondering how they're going to implement that into Remake. Or whatever the third part's going to be called.
Should Disney end the MCU now? Yes.
It's not over yet.
Nope.
Should have ended a while ago.
I feel like
It's
this
just
fight
sad.
isn't over. No way this fight can be easier than the last fight.
How? How can this be? A millennium of prayer and the eye's power combined, and still you stand.
Still there, Cash?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm looking at hotels around the that cowboy bar.
Okay.
That time period.
Gay cowboy bar.
Yeah.
You weren't there, you don't know. It was a loving, intimate time we spent.
The only thing that made the gay cowboy bar gay was Jeremy.
You would make it gayer, Cloud, so you should go.
I'll go fuck myself.
Alright, Cloud. You're coming.
So what were you saying about that, though? Like, how much
Oh.
how
The
much?
sword's still there. I don't believe this is over.
Sinesta looks like a good hotel price.
You're kidding me.
Well, if we're going to San Antonio, it'd be better to just get a place down on the city walk. That's where everybody's hanging out anyway.
I suppose. It's not where I'm going to be hanging out. I mean, I will
It is over then.
at some point, but not
I had
most
hoped
of the
that
time.
mine would be
I
the
hate city
hand to
walk.
end it.
It's too humid.
But knowing you, there was little chance of that.
By the river.
Too humid in October, or
Correct. Whatever humidity it is, that's too much.
fine, whatever. I don't know. I'm still trying to convince Alf to come down, and that's if I'm going down as well.
When's
The
the
City
San
Walk
Antonio
hotels are
stuff?
next month. Well, allegedly. They haven't announced anything.
It's twin. At long last.
I mean, I want to go just get out of fucking KC for a weekend.
All that remains is to take them beyond the reach of man
I'm not
and
staying for
dragon
Motel
both.
6.
With this task
Nope.
accomplished, my toil shall finally be at an end.
like I said, I'll have a better idea early next week if I'm going to be coming down or not, just because of my ID situation.
Looks like Needhog's returning.
What?
Yes.
Mihawk.
That's what he said. Meat hog.
No.
Fuck you, game.
That's one of my favorite fights so far in this game.
The Return of Needhog.
Yep. Not for the mechanics or anything, but for the storyline. Fuck.
Might as well go for it.
Oh shit. Give me back my buddy. Adam kind of ruined the fact that Needhog was going to return.
Yeah.
How great a nerve throw.
Nidhogg, my child, what hath thy fury made of thee?
But that's not the real spoiler. It's who else returns. That's the spoiler.
Bahamut.
You'll just have to wait and see.
You see, your silence speaks volumes.
I think you'll like it.
I probably will. If I could have done Coil of Bahamut properly when that was still a thing, I probably would have liked that the best because I like Bahamut so much.
What
It's
is this
always
thing?
my favorite summon. Except in 10.
Oh,
I thought it
good.
looked retarded in 10. Gave it weird spinny discs.
God damn it, do you always have to cut it so bloody close?
Jesus
seem he has
fucking
done it
Christ.
again.
Was there ever any doubt? Let us return to Ishgard. Our friends will be eager to learn the battle's outcome and welcome back their champion.
How good a fucking carnival or
Where is Justinian?
Okay, I might be buying a game this weekend. Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection is on sale right now for $30.
the what collection?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Early Days Collection has some of my favorite
Okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh! games.
I dare say you are the first soul in Ishgardian history to arrive in our city upon Dragonback. This scene shall be remembered for 1,000 years to come.
Good. I'm a badass. Always remember me coming back on a dragon back.
As we
Hey,
had
Cloud.
feared, The Archbishop summoned the soul of King Thordan
We
into
need to
himself,
coordinate
and
with
thence became a
Troop Up to
primal.
watch Tarantino movies, so I don't have to show them both of
But
you
he
at
and
different
his
times.
knights are no more, thanks to the warrior of light.
Have you seen The Big Lebowski, Glenn?
Yes, I have.
Good. We watched that earlier.
I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of Big Lebowski, but I
do
don't
I have
hate
the
it.
pleasure?
It's just not something I would pick out of all of them.
I am Midgard.
Troop Up didn't understand it.
I have journeyed with
It's been a little
Hydaelyn's
while since I've
champion
seen it. I don't
and
think I
observed
fully
his
grasped
deeds
what
in
it
the
was meant to be.
conflict between man and
Man, like, what's your problem, man?
I mean, it's a pretty complicated operation. Lots of ins, lots of outs.
Well, it,
Hard to follow.
like, again, it's been
I think
it's been like a couple of years since the last
Dude.
time I saw it. I don't remember so much about it.
Dude, that rug really tied the whole room together.
My people have
I know,
committed
dude.
unspeakable atrocities
The
against
dude's the
Dragonfire,
reason Donnie
even
dies.
against our own. Would
The
that we
dude?
could
No.
undo these wrongs.
No, it's all the dude's fault.
No, it's
Be
Because
that
he
as it
goes to
may,
shake down the other
future yet
Lebowski,
presents a chance to begin anew.
and
No,
he
but
just
the whole-
stayed
Our nation
home
has broken
and
free
washed
Yeah.
his
from
rug,
false faith,
Donnie'd be
and
alive today.
Nidhogg shall
But the
lead
whole
his
thing
people
is
Walter's
against
fault.
us no more.
It's John Goodman's fault.
I
Because
doubt
he's the one who
not
convinced
that
him.
it will require much
He
effort and
convinced the
perseverance.
dude
But
to
'tis
go
my
do the
belief
shakedown.
that
He
in
also
time,
is the one who
Ishgard
wasn't
will
going to
again
hand over
become
his
a
money in
place
the
where
end.
man and dragon
The
may
dude
abide
is so
together in
lazy
harmony.
throughout that movie. You gonna tell me that he just miraculously gets talked into going and shaking down the other Lebowski? Nah.
Yeah, that's the whole
Isn't the
first
whole
scene.
point? Isn't that whole point though of him doing that was because he went through so much, or at the like at the beginning that happened?
His
No, someone
Again, it's
showed up
been
and
forever since I've seen it.
for its vessel, the one
so someone showed up, thought he was the other dude, and they pissed on his rug.
You.
And so then he
Not
went,
you.
and then he went to the other. What was it, Jeff Lebowski, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Jeffrey Lebowski.
Well, okay, I skipped a step. He wasn't going to do anything, but John Goodman's character convinced him to when they were at the bowling alley the next day. And
Come what may, we will
Oh wow, you
never
actually
cease
let
to
off?
believe.
That's neat. Sorry,
and then throughout the rest of the movie, John Goodman continues to screw things up for more,
We will never
like
abandon our
several
cause.
times. He brought anti-dude energy to the equation.
It may take generations. What thou dost begin.
I think John Goodman's the real antagonist of that movie. I'm coming to that realization. I also came to the realization that his character is the butt baby of Darmy and Adam Soldier Spirit.
And forevermore.
Ooh. It's actually the best version of that fight we did in hard mode.
So I've officially
Awesome.
ended the first half of Heaven's Word.
Huzzah!
Now I just got a second half, and then I have more.
Should I pay $12 more with the option to cancel until October 20th, Cash?
Yes. Just in case.
It's a difference of, well, it's 508 or 520.
Yeah, it's $12. Wait, where are you booking at? What hotel?
Sonesta.
Nesta.
It's 86 a night.
All here present attest that Sir Emmerich, acting on
Well, it's
behalf
88 a
of the
night if I
Archbishop,
can't have the
has
cancellation.
appended his
That's the
signature.
cheapest one for that time period that I could see in the. Well, that's over by where the venue should be. I don't know if it will either, but I stayed in that area every time anyways because it's near where I work
shall
or
once more be
where my
counted a
office
member
is
of the
that I work remote
Eorzean
for.
Alliance.
Yeah.
God
that
damn
makes
it.
sense.
Let
I
our
wish this
nations
fucking
move
Lalafell
forward
didn't
as one
survive. She should
and
have died
stand
during the
united
assassination.
against the Garlean Empire.
Nope. You can't kill a Lalafell.
To answer your question, yes.
throw them back into
$12
the
extra
pit
is
that
not
they
going to
came
kill
from.
you.
What if it does though?
I don't know.
There's always a chance.
For the future of Eorzea.
You're saying there's a chance.
For the future of Eorzea.
Adelegi got killed, but when he got sliced in half, it just made 2 of him.
Well, there's still. Oh, let's see. There's still one of the guys who helped orchestrate the assassination I have to get.
Lord Lolorito.
Well, Lord, yeah, I have to get him, but I meant the big guy who was he was like allies or brothers with the main general.
Oh yeah. Ilbard.
Yeah, I still have to get Ilbard.
There you are.
Battle Needhog again, obviously. I feel like Ilbard isn't going to come back until the next part.
Jeremy, have you seen John Goodman recently?
What?
Have you seen pictures of John Goodman recently?
Isn't he thinner?
He's extremely skinny. We were making the joke earlier. Well, True Pup and Weasel didn't really get it. Maybe Weasel did, but True Pup didn't. He looked like the gray evil Majin Buu that came out of the fat one.
Well, Ozempic would do that to you.
How does Ozempic kill you again?
It has been a long and arduous
It basically
journey,
makes you not
and we
want
have
to
lost
eat.
much and more along the way.
I know, but I thought people were getting some.
Yet come what may,
Shuts down your
we
fucking
must stay
kidneys.
true to our purpose and press on.
My dispatcher at work
right,
was on
you two.
Ozempic, and he
It's
was in the
high time we
hospital
got
for like
back
2
to
fucking weeks. They couldn't
rebuilding the
figure out what was wrong
scions.
with him.
Which means we're going to need
What's the
money
symptoms?
and lots of it.
His kidneys were shutting down.
But what symptoms does that cause?
I have no idea.
I think it does
Usually
make
you
you
start
great.
looking like a Simpsons character.
Look,
Oh.
this guy's like 75 years old. He should have retired 10 years ago. He has so many symptoms. I'm surprised he hasn't died in the office already.
No, one of the major symptoms is discoloration of your skin, where you start looking yellow like a Simpsons character. I have a friend
So ends
who
a glorious chapter in their
it was about a little over 5 years ago, because it was right before the first Vegas made up, where she had to get kidney, or not kidney, it was liver. Never mind.
However,
Not the
tumultuous
same thing.
days yet lie ahead for Ishgard.
She had to get a liver
After
transplant
1,000
though.
years
So
under the yoke of the church, the people take their first tentative
What's that
steps
called?
into the unknown. And though they spy a glimmer of peace upon the horizon, Nidhogg's vengeful shadow yet remains to darken.
Cloud, lighten the mood.
Yeah, Cloud, why are you so gay?
Why are you so gay?
I'm not the one that tweets out pictures of
Commander of
bears.
the Temple Knights and his heroic companions are there
Cloud,
to
you know the
guide
answer to your
people
question.
may
He works at
hold
Truck
fast
Stop for a
to
living.
hope.
Hey, Cloud, can you have a seat right there?
One day, true
There's a
peace
different
will
bear that
return
I
to
posted.
Ishgard, and that man
It's not
and
Pedo
dragon
Bear.
may live in
Yours was
harmony
much
once
sweatier.
more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah. Yours was a little more
Let the
excited
deeds
than the
writ
regular
herein
Pedo Bear.
never be forgotten.
yeah, speaking
Possibly
of Pedo
nervous.
Bear,
That they may
Jeremy, you
inspire
don't know who Conan
generations
O'Brien
yet
is?
unborn
No, I know who Conan
to
O'Brien is. I
strive
just never
ever
watched his show.
heavensward.
I got told it was funny.
How does that have anything to do with Pedo Bear, Cash?
Wasn't that one of Conan O'Brien's like little fucking characters? Pedo Bear?
No, Pedo Bear started on like 4chan and shit.
It's just
No, but
internet.
like on Conan's show, he had a pedo bear, like a guy dressed up as a bear who was molesty.
Maybe
They might have.
that would have. I would think that would have come after the meme.
Yeah, it came after the meme.
Oh, okay. I never watched it.
So La Habrea and
Saw
Igayon
clips.
have fallen.
Dude, Conan was like the best
Bested by
of
mortals
like him
in
and
their
Craig
attempt to
Ferguson
initiate the
were the
eighth
two
employment.
best.
Craig
The
Ferguson.
I didn't even
should
like
be so
I didn't
By
even
far.
like Craig Ferguson that much.
And now it falls to me to deal with the
I liked
consequences.
Conan the best for all of
Without
Paul Rudd's
intervention, the
appearances.
balance between light and darkness will
Oh,
begin
with
to shift,
Mike and
placing
me
our
or
mission
whatever.
in jeopardy.
Yeah. Okay.
Heideland's
Reservation
champion has grown too strong.
confirmed.
His might encroaches upon the realm of gods.
Should probably double check the
Equilibrium must needs be
date.
restored. The time has come
Pretty
for
sure it's
you and yours to
21st.
join the fray.
Well, the weekend is the 24th, 5th, and 6th, if I remember
Warrior
correctly.
of darkness.
Yeah.
Warrior of Darkness. What?
Booked it for the right week. Alright. That has been done.
So wait, are they really making the Warrior of Darkness the main character that you see in all the cutscenes?
No, I don't think that's who that is.
That's what it looked like, the guy with the axe that's
It
everywhere.
does look like him, but I don't think it is. They explain it before you get into Stormblood.
Remind me, why is there no rest for the righteous?
Because they care, Master Garland.
What? Alexander?
Oh, are you at that cutscene?
Yeah.
Probably stop hanging out on these things and I get caught up on 6 weeks of them too.
Is Alexander a raid or is it a...
It's a raid similar to Coil of Bahamut. Multiple raids with different phases.
Alright, try. Fuck it.
Of all the things they could have picked to play with, that's not a toy, you bloody fools. It's a
One of my
primal.
squad mates is named LeVar Burton.
I can fly twice as high.
Yes, that's the one.
The first part of that is butterfly in the sky.
Oh. Here you go, Kratos. Kratos. Who wears short shorts?
You.
I wear short shorts.
You get that song stuck in my head the other night when you were singing it.
That was last night.
Maybe it was. Hey, Sargon's talking about the YouTube thing. That's good.
Everybody is.
It needs to get spread around as much as possible. Like everybody on the right who already knew about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that should be talking about it that aren't talking about it.
But it's like Facebook and Twitter already admitted to it like months ago.
Mhm.
Same thing.
Like, if Facebook and Twitter were doing it, you damn well know YouTube was doing it. You know Twitch probably did it. It wouldn't surprise me. Like, in this grand scheme of things, it would not shock me if the reason Destiny was booted from Twitch was because he said something naughty known.
But now you know the left is just going to shift to denying it happened to saying that it was justified.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them.
I had a post censored on Facebook before for medical misinformation, even though all it was just something that Tim Pool said.
Here, I'm getting whatever this Gods of Eld is, and then I'm probably gonna call it a night.
Yeah, I need to be up in 7 hours as well. So
What is Gods of Eld? Is it a dungeon or?
Gods of Eld.
Cloud, you really shouldn't post or even repost things where they're trying to convince you that if you lick the white dog turds, you get superpowers.
Wait, what?
That is medical misinformation. You can't get superpowers.
Is that
from
like Containment Bay, I think?
No, it's make me go into. Make me go all the way back
Jesus
to this.
Christ.
The Solar. Basically, you can get it right after you get done with Thornton.
It's probably just the extreme mode for. It's probably just the extreme mode for that trial.
Thanks for coming. Weird white girl. Oh, weird little girl in a white robe and mask.
Okay, no, that's the Azus Law trials.
Hmm.
That'll be the
good.
different Containment Bay ones.
I saw a meme the other day that was like mom's face when she finds out that you told the retarded neighbor kid that he gets superpowers if he licks the white dog turds. Oh, sorry, Dermy, you're still streaming. You're going to get flagged for that. You're going to get one of those messages on your YouTube thing saying that there's no scientific evidence that licking white dog turds gives you superpowers.
I mean, it's not true.
He's tried a few times.
Wait,
Oh,
but Dermy
so
does
this-
have superpowers. He's super
So
retarded.
this gives me what I think is maybe Bismarck maybe hard mode Bismarck and hard mode. I can't think of what the bug was.
Oh, Ravana.
Yeah.
Donuts, Dermy. Got a Bismarck donut.
And then I did
Oh,
get
Jesus. Fuck.
I think I did get Sword in Extreme unlock.
Yep, out. I was promising at first.
Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head out for the night, guys, because I still need to put together 3 videos. So, you guys have a good night.
Yep.
Peace out.
Yeah.
And for all of you guys who are still here hanging out, thank you for that. Up and go right here. But I'm going to be calling it a night. I still have one. I have work tomorrow. My thing will be lagging up. One, I got work tomorrow. Two, I still got to throw together all those videos that I got. Jimmy Kimmel, Google censorship, Pokemon. So I got to do all that. I had some other stuff that I wanted to pull up if good, but I can save those, like the Tylenol. Fucking Tylenol girls now. Holy shit balls. But oh, excuse me. In the meantime, guys, if you are still hanging around, thank you. Excuse me again. Thank you for all of you. You guys have been fantastic, amazing. You guys have been fantastic and amazing. I love doing this. And we'll be back tomorrow with more streams. We'll see what happens throughout the day. There'll probably be something that I can bring up, something I can talk about. But until next time, guys, you all have a lovely night, day, time, wherever it is that you are in the world. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.